Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another Tuesday night live stream with oxygen not included. We're once again playing a colony in the oil upgrade, but I'm kind of a serial colony starter, I think. So we were playing another colony last time, and it felt like we had gotten to a point where we were kind of riding along an easy street. We had basically an unlimited supply of power, we had an unlimited supply of water, tons of food available and everything, and we're just kind of coasting along at that point. And that's the point where I start to get a little bit bored with the colony and I want to build a new one and start with the challenge all over again. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. We got up to 177 cycles last time, and that colony absolutely could have kept going on for much, much, much longer. Heat was still a challenge, but we were starting to have an effect on that and bring the cooling down, which I think would have ultimately let the colony survive over the long term. But it's not really what I want to do. I want to start a new colony. And I thought what we'd do this time is I've just been playing the standard game. This is something new that they added in with the oil upgrade. But you also have the option to play a custom game where we can adjust the immune systems and the duplicant mood so that they're affected differently by stress and by germs. Now, we were playing on regular, and I didn't really find that in the last colony, like, that was really much of a hindrance. Our stress was right around 0 pretty much most of the time, and nobody really ever got sick. So I thought it'd be neat to turn that up. But you have two options. You can go like super easy mode and make them impervious to germs, or you can make it so that they're unflappable in terms of duplicate mood. But that wouldn't be any fun. So we're going to swing the other way and go all the way down to fatalistic for the mood and miserable in terms of their immune system. This is going to be the world gen seed here. For the world that will generate. So if you do want to play the same world that we're starting here, I know a couple people have asked this before and I just didn't have the seed, so I couldn't give it to you. But if you want to start off in the same starting environment as me, this will be the seed number that you'll use here. I have no idea what this world debug whatever thing is for, but we're not going to use that. Let's just go ahead and start our game and see what kind of duplicates we can pick and what kind of starting situation we're going to get. We're also going to go through the process of just taking a duplicant every single time every single time the printing pod turns on. So in that way, it kind of almost sets a limit on how far we can really grow, because either the computer will get to the point where there's just too many duplicants and the lag gets to be really bad, or it'll just consume all of our resources and everything will end in a horrible, disgusting mess. But we'll see how it goes anyway. But thanks everyone for joining the stream. Those of you who are in chat already, and those of you who, as always, are always here early. Thank you so much for coming in and checking out the stream. I think this will be fun. We're going to need 3 starting duplicants. So I think what we'll do first is try to figure out who we want to take. So I think I'd like to get some people that have some decent strength. That's a good one, but I don't want flatulence. Dealing with all that gas floating around in the colony, that's just a little bit too much. Actually, good learning. This is probably a good one. Good creativity, some strength and stuff. Oh, thanks very much for the super chat, Sylvia. Yay, new colony. Small bladder's not so bad, but quick learner could be helpful. So the learning trait is certainly helpful when we're starting out. Let's switch to another one now. Let's see, 1 strength. I want to get somebody who has like really decent amount of strength, because it's not strength. There we go. Squeamish. They won't do first aid, but that's not so bad. And they're also a quick learner. My goodness. All right, so we've got decent strength, decent learning, and then let's see, what else do we want to grab here? Athletics, digging, immunity. That's probably a good one. We can't train up immunity either. Most of the other ones we can train just by doing different things. So we'll see. But noodle arms makes them strength -3, and yet their strength is sitting at 0. That's very weird. I have never seen that before. It's almost like maybe there was supposed to be a strength trait there, and then it's not. But actually, all 3 of the stress responses are vomiter too. Let's get rid of this one. Tinkering, medicine, and creativity. I need to get like medicine and immunity actually together. I don't know how much of an effect this is really going to have on everything in general. There's 8 digging. We're going to want to let's take the minor. They're a yokel, binge eater, interior decorator. All right, this will work out already, I think. Not a binge eater. No way. You know what? Well, we'll bring them in anyway. You're right. It might very well be an issue, but it's just one of those things where we'll see what happens. I haven't been really, really messed up by a binge eater in a long time yet. No, I'm not murdering any duplicates yet. That comes later. I said a super chat, but it's not showing up. $500 wasted. $500. Somehow I suspect that's not true. Nevertheless, we're going to need some names for our duplicates. So if you'd like to have a duplicate named after you in here, then shout out and we'll name one after you. So I know Caitlin, our mod, who's always here on like every stream, would like to have a duplicant name, so I'm going to name her. But I've got 2 other duplicants here. Who wants to be named duplicant? Ari Luco. Okay, you can be the bodybuilder. Congratulations. And who else? We need one other one here. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just scrolling back a little bit through the chat because I know that some other people... There we go. Itchy Scientist. Itchy Scientist 0. Oops, I could help if I could spell. There we go. Congratulations, you will all be our starting duplicants in what is sure to be the beginning of the end, already at the very, very beginning. So, I'm going to give it a name, but I kind of like the random ones. There'll be lots of duplicants coming in this time because we're going to take one every time the printing pod turns on, so don't worry, we'll get some more of you in. The Tragic Dreamland. Kind of like that one. The Lucky Shelter, Super Duper Planet, Lamentable Committee, no, Colony, Space Rock, Radioactive Fortress. I should have taken that early one, the Suave Hospital. Factory, League, Base, Ultra Space Prison, the Uncomfortable Crew. I'm sure they will be uncomfortable. Transdimensional Panopticon. Man, I should have taken that one that I saw that I actually liked. Quarantine Trainwreck. That seems prophetic. I think we're going to take that one. All right, the Quarantine Trainwreck it is. We'll bring in our duplicates. Wow, look at that starting water. I'm going to pause this initially and we'll scroll back and look. That is crazy amounts of starting water. We also have tons of metal. Now, the trouble is the starting water is kind of all on the same levels where we are right now, and that's not really maybe the best placement for it, but at least there's a lot there. Algae looks like it's relatively thin, but with all of this water, we'll be able to move to electrolyzers relatively quickly. Down here, things are looking kind of warm, so we'll have to be careful of that. I'm going to try and settle the water maybe down in this space here if I can. We'll get it to drain down this way. Man, I feel like that hot area is really, really close. Like there's almost no distance for us to dig down there before we start to get into it. So hopefully we don't have an issue with heat the way we did toward the end of that last colony. But with this one here, we might actually have heat issues really early on, and that would be kind of bad. There's a hatch here we're going to dig out too. Let's set jobs because I want to turn off combat and make sure they don't kill off any hatches on me. Very early on, we're going to have to dig downward, so I guess I should get started on that right away because we need to make some space to get this water to drain down to. As soon as we get enough resources... No, I should speed this up. As soon as we get enough resources, we can build some ladders and stuff. And that will be the time I think we'll want to head downward. Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the better starts I've had in terms of the amount of water that we've had in the starting area. What I'm not super thrilled about is... Look at that, I've already trapped somebody. You go, Itchy Scientist. You go. All right, let's dig this out. You've got lots of air up there. It's just a question of whether you decide you get hungry or want to go to the bathroom, I guess. We'll run a ladder up here, though. We've got the materials. That took almost no time at all. Join the troll cupcake side. Yeah, I mean, it took them pretty much no time to get trapped, and that's somehow that seems just par for the course for my colony. I don't know. Let's run a ladder down here. We'll dig a nice deep hole right away. This will also give us a place for our CO2 to settle. Whoops. Come on, dig all this out. Get all that wonderful copper out of there. I do need a bathroom really early on, though. When we don't have one, they tend to pee on the floor, and that's probably a bad thing. I should probably maybe pay attention to that first before we get dug down too deep there. But where am I going to put it? All right, let's plan to make a tile floor here, and then we'll extend it out over top of this water in, of course, naturally derpy fashion, because I wouldn't do it any other way. And then we'll dig all this out. Dig all this stuff out here, and that'll give us room to put our little bathroom in here. That could be their priority. I'm going to cancel the dig down here for now. You guys can deal with that after. We'll get the bathroom in place first. Yeah, it's quite a bit of copper down there, actually. And even above us, there's a fair amount of copper up here. Food shortage! Food shortage! So I'm curious to see how much... Oh, are you joking? Honestly. Look, honestly. Build a ladder. There we go. Oh, or they could just dig up the oxalite. You know, who wants oxygen? Somebody's going to fall in the water. Just you wait. Someone's going to be our first drowning victim. No, they didn't do it. I thought for sure someone would take the plunge. Not so much. But now we got another trap duplicate. Come on. Yeah, good amount of coal in the starting area too, so there's a few nice supplies here. I can already see some CO2 building up here. Mostly because I should probably leave at least one opening in this just so the CO2 can settle at the water level instead of up here. Let's get our plumbing going so we can get some bathrooms. I don't want anyone peeing on the floor on me. That's always a problem. And then in the medicine, we can grab some wash basins also. We got just enough there to put 2 wash basins in. Perfect. Actually, this one's not... I might even leave this one here. I may not try to drain it. This is pretty decent placement. If I can set up something here to get the water out, then I think it'll be fine. So I'm just going to... Now that I made this opening, I'm going to close it again. And where's our plumbing? We'll grab the pitcher pump. Yeah, that'll work out pretty well, I think. So we'll get rid of a couple floor spaces here and put in our pitcher pump. Somebody's going to fall in there. Just watch. I'll dig the floor from underneath them. He'll go for a splash. Welcome to the live stream, Daniel. Glad you could finally make it to one. Some CO2. Yeah, little bits of it there. A little bit tucked in the corner. Not really a big deal. We've got, I mean, with this oxalate here, our oxygen levels will be fine. There's a fair little pocket here that's building up pretty quickly, though, all things considered. Let's go like this. I want this to reach a little farther, so I'm going to set it downward just a tiny bit. Idle. Don't be idle. Do works. You know you want to work. All right, so they have working sinks now, so we'll get the germs under control pretty much right away. Get rid of this here. So at least when they go to the bathroom, they can wash their hands. Dirty duplicants. Hurry up and eat, guys. We got a lot of work to do. Gonna do some more Fortnite gameplay. I've scheduled another Fortnite live stream tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, and then anytime I stream, I also have the gameplay video up on the channel afterwards. So if you can't make the stream, you'll be able to see that there. I promise no fantastic gameplay in that game. If you've seen me playing at all, you know this to be true. Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta change the wash basins. Left only. There we go. It's not going to take long for those to fill up. There's that little hatch there. It'd be nice to get him trapped in here. He can just eat the junk that comes out over here. If I can get him to walk over there, then it would be nice. Maybe I'll put a pneumatic door here. We'll make this into our bathroom. Throw a little ceiling on this thing. Well, actually, I won't do a full ceiling right now. Just because I need the oxygen flow. If we can get the little hatch to walk through the door here, though, then we can close it. And that will give us a nice little situation there. So I'll have a little ladder down here. We'll extend this. Man, my space feels really cramped here. I think it's got to be because of this water. I just feel like I'm working with a really small central starting area. Oh yeah, gotta have enough ladders. You can never have enough ladders. Just when you think you have enough ladders, nope, not enough. Gotta need more. I kind of want to dig this out, but I'm worried about how thick this wall is now. I'm gonna end up draining water down here at some point. Alright, well for now, I'm gonna go like this. That's kind of a weird setup. I normally like to have a little more space on either side of the ladders just to allow for better oxygen flow. Ooh, I can't take that out yet. The hatch is dug in like right on there, so we'll have to dig this one spot so we can get him loose. Maybe we'll put a tile underneath him for now. So we'll keep him moving, and then... No, don't... Oh, you just had to, didn't you? Get out of there. Okay, so if we can get him to cross over, that'd be great. So I'll dig all this out. I just want enough space that he can get across here and try to get him through this little pneumatic door, because I want to trap him in the bathroom, ideally. I mean, he's not necessarily going to stay there, I guess. But if we can get him at least in there, then I can try to break this out so we can create a gap that he can't jump across. But, oh, whatever productions do. All right, so more digging, more floors, more floors. Let's see. Go like this. Put a little floor. No, I don't want one on the end, actually. Dig all this out. Dig all this junk out. It's probably one of the most vertical colony starts I've had. Usually I like to spread out to the side a little more. Lots of room for the CO2 to go, at least. You estimate 0 deaths first try. 0 deaths. That's right. Because if somebody dies, I'll just accidentally make the stream stop working. Accidentally. I don't think Hatch can jump like that. Yeah, this gap here, he might have trouble getting across. Actually, this floor here I can get rid of. Let's deconstruct this. Build a new one here, and you should be able to jump across that gap. Stop playing for now. Oh, were you playing the Forge? The Forge. The new, so if you haven't seen the update yet for Don't Starve Together, they came out with the beta for the Forge yesterday, and it's pretty sweet. Super fun to play. And look at that. Somebody trapped himself again. Go gadget ladder. No, wait. I don't want this. I like that. Where'd our hatch go? Where'd he go? Okay, seriously. He had nowhere to go. Where did he go? I have a feeling I dumped him down bottom here somehow. Well, that stinks. Either that or he just, like, he teleported away. Mealwood seed. Just grab those. All right, let's get some storage containers going so we can start to do a little bit of cleanup. They can hang out here. Oh, you got the last boss. Sweet. That's been a lot of fun so far. Soggy Hatch. Oh, did he fall in the water? Oh, he did fall in the water. How'd that happen? Did he drop right through this floor? That's awful. Aw, man. And the food's not even in range. I can't even grab it. 2,000 kilocalories of food just hanging out in the bottom of the water, and I can't grab it. Well, doesn't that stink? Man, that's really disappointing. I was hoping we could get some early convenience out of the hatch and use them for cleaning stuff up, but I guess that's not going to happen, so let's just put this on auto. And we'll throw a little ceiling in here. Like so. And that should give us our little bathroom space. Doesn't stink yet. Yeah, it won't stink. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the meat. Is it going to turn putrid down there? I don't even know. I guess I should deconstruct this and maybe throw a little ladder down here. We'll run down and grab that. There's some other stuff down here I guess we could grab anyway. There's some more food and things. And we have our first duplicant arriving. Cycle 3. 84% of the germs already. Caitlin is already a little germy. Wow, that was quick. He fell in the water. Yeah, he couldn't go across the pump. That's so crazy. It's got a floor and everything. I thought for sure he'd be able to run across it, but apparently he thought so too and just didn't make it. All right, so let's see. Germ resistant. I feel like that could be handy. Strength, athletics. I think we're gonna go with Abe here. He's looking pretty good. He's a good cook, good strength, construction. He's got some immunity. I kind of like that. Who are we gonna name this one? Let's see. Let's try and pick some. Oh, you know what? Tihidi had asked over in Twitch, so we'll pick someone from Twitch this time, and we'll go with Tihidi. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, welcome to the colony. It's got tryptophobia. I didn't even look what that trait was. I probably should have. Hold on a second. Stats. Tryptophobia. Cannot perform the job dig. Well, that stinks. All right, so clearly we're going to put him on something else. THD, can't dig. Man, I picked the duplicate that can't dig as one of my early duplicates. That was a rookie mistake right there. All right, let's build our ladder down. Man, I can't believe I just did that. Oh, well. Minor inconvenience. We'll make it work for us. I kind of wanted this to be more challenging anyway, so, you know, if we can't get there the easy way, then we'll do it the hard way. Yeah. Hey, K-Town Bullet. Everything's going well so far, but then again, it's early. I've only been streaming about 20 minutes, so there's still plenty of time for things to go haywire. How's our oxygen? CO2 is settling nicely down here. We have really good oxygen pressure up top here, but the oxalite is all gone now. So that's going to end. Ooh, we got another hatch up here. Sweet. We're almost at the point where we have a decent place to have this water drain down, which will open up all this space over here for me to work with, which would be good. It'd be nice to get that out of the way. Yo, yeah, tons of copper to work with. Chevy101MC, thanks very much for the super chat. It's amazing. TED, the dupe chucks himself. Little does Cryptic know he's completely useless. He's not completely useless. He can carry stuff around. He can cook, clean things up, you know. My Twitch name is... Oh, man. That Twitch name... Hold on. Let me fix that. I hate that it just... Yeah, never mind. It doesn't matter. I cannot get that thing updated for the life of me. Oxygen not included. Would probably be the better one to go with on Twitch. There we go. Update. Hopefully that actually updated, but it should be good. What can I say? I'm one for the clickbait, apparently. Alright, that should be updated now. Hopefully it is. But it is definitely not Don't Starve Together. Not tonight. Okay. More digging. Digging. If I can get this hollowed out quickly before these guys run out of food and oxygen, that would be good, I guess. Turn this into like one of the shortest colonies ever, where I just let them suffocate right away. Ooh, there's a ruin already. That would be good. It'd be nice to give somebody a sunny disposition, considering they're all fatalistic right now. I feel like that would be a good thing. While they're doing that, I guess I should get some start going on some power. This is a really odd flooring system up here. All right, so we're gonna go with this here. We'll throw in a little battery for now, just to give it a little something to store. Insufficient oxygen production. I'm aware. I know. Not good. Go to stations. Throw in a little research station over here. Get that all wired up, so we can start on some research. And actually, I should go ahead and change the jobs, because research in particular, Caitlin is the one who's super strong at it, so we'll turn off the others for now. Like that. And that way we'll keep it focused on Caitlin doing all the heavy brain work. Caitlin, do our brain lifting. What should I focus on researching first? I think we'll go with farming. Because I want to get some crop plots planted sooner rather than later to make sure we got a supply of food, given we're going to be bringing in a lot of duplicants. Living quarters are going to be really, really tight here, I think. Something weird about this little setup. I don't know what it is. The starting area for this one just seems really, really cramped. Hard mode, just high stress, bad immune settings. No, that's pretty much it, yeah. So I've been playing on regular settings where everything is just... It's set to, it was just like the standard default. But it kind of... The stress was not an issue the entire last stream. They were at 0% pretty much the entire time. And nobody had any germ encounters. So it was pretty much just... I don't know. There just didn't really seem to be any real challenge there. So I thought, let's turn those up. We'll see what that does. I want to disinfect that thing. Get all the stinky bathroom germs off of there. Actually, I'm surprised that somebody must have used the washrooms before we got them all equipped with water and stuff, because we had the little wash basins built right away. Jean-Luc Snickard is here. Yeah, we're also taking every duplicate, so this is gonna stockpile on us relatively quickly. I've done these kind of like take every duplicate things before, and they usually led to some chaos in relation to food and oxygen in relatively short order. So we'll see what happens. I think we're almost ready to drain the water down here, but I just need a little bit more space down here. No dupes have died so far. Mind you, it's only cycle 5, so I mean, we did have a whole bunch of them die last time. I should check our oxygen. Oh yeah, that's gonna need some fixing. I think I'm gonna put my oxygen pump over here. Stick it over by the bathroom. Now this, unfortunately, will tend to trap the CO2 in there also, which isn't great. So everyone will have to hold their breath when they're in the bathroom. There we go. Oh, we finished our first research, too. Nice. Dupe stress and immune systems are not doing so great already. Yeah, 50% is actually... That's relatively high for this early on. 76% is the one that's surprising me. Caitlin has already been exposed to enough germs that she's already a little bit lower. Now, it's not really a risk until they get down really low. 76% isn't a big deal. But I am a little bit surprised that it started that early. Ta-da. You guys probably want to hurry up and build that oxygen making system. Because that whole breathing thing I've heard is fairly important. I'm not using low latency streaming. I'm using, there's a middle one. Oh yeah, no, I guess it is low latency, because the other one I think is ultra low latency for the one that's like super fast. Are you getting, you shouldn't be getting lag. I'm showing good stream health, but... Alright, little more ladders over here so we can get this out, and then we'll destroy all these ladders. In the meantime, I think we're ready to already start digging into this space. We'll just dig right in here. Give the water a place to drain out. That'll let it all collect down bottom here. And the floor is thick enough we don't have to worry about it breaking down to these bottom biomes. I'm not thrilled with the temperature down here, though. 30 degrees already. That's gonna be an issue. They just buried the food. What? They sure did. Good job, guys. Way to cut that sand loose. Man, we have a lot of upward building space here. This is gonna be a vertical colony upwards too, I guess. I think I'll do all the living quarters up here. There goes our water. That's good. Let's make the opening a little bit larger. Yeah, you only need little bits of food. You can survive long periods of time without decent food. We have lots of water at least, and minimal amounts of oxygen. It's growing though. That'll be fixed in no time. It's just a little suffocating. It's still good. It's still good. Okay, let's work on our next research item. Let's see. Basic farming. I want to get the stress under control sooner rather than later. So I kind of feel like maybe I should go to the decor situation, but I can't even get the actual artwork until we get the next level of stuff. So maybe plumbing might provide more use. If we go to sanitation, that'll get us to the decontamination stuff, because we want to keep the air clean also. But where's our airflow tiles? Those are probably a little bit more important right now. Let's maybe focus on ventilation. Get some ventilation underway. Oh, dropped a little sand in here. I need to dig that out. I'm going to build a debottler because we're going to need one. So where is plumbing? Bottle emptier. Also, sometimes the position of the printing pod changes. Yeah, it does seem to now. It used to be right in the very center of the space, and now it's kind of it shifts around a little bit. So we've got more up. Looks like we have more upward potential than we do down. This water down here is actually going to get fairly warm, but fortunately, it's resistant to temperature change. So this might help insulate our colony for a little while, because the ground down here was getting pretty warm. It's in the 20s. Oh, upper 20s, lower 20s for the water. So that's good. But I think we're going to have to build probably our crops and stuff up here where the oxygen supply is going to be good and strong, too. We missed you earlier in Forge DST. Oh, I would love to get into play some more. That is a lot of fun. It's like just dramatically and totally different from your regular Don't Starve Together, but it was just been a really lot of fun to play. They probably can't finish the roof here because I haven't done this. That would be good. Take all this out, folks. Give me some more flooring in here. I feel this feels really lopsided. How many tiles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's an even number. I don't want to do this. I like having gaps in the ladder. Yeah, I guess, you know what? I'm going to go like this. Let's just make this all... I'll use airflow tiles there. I have to leave that gap because we're going to dump some actual water down there, but... Okay, so that's good. Now we can dig in over here and get the water out of this space. Stress is already bad! 100%! Nice! Who's stressing out so bad? Oh, Tahiti! Tahiti's adding to our water supply. At least she's an ugly crier. Or he. I can't tell. I guess it's a he with that spiky hair. Itchy Science is already at 79. I guess I should get a massage table going here. Let me see. Furniture. We might need 2 of them, because things are already really, really ugly. That went quick. was kind of playing along the way I normally do, and that's maybe not a good idea. Gotta keep a little more focus on the stress. Yeah, we are gonna need paintings fast. We did finish the ventilation research, so we'll move over here. In the short term, we can put in some lighting, which will help a little bit with decor. We can also look at quickly building a bedroom for them, which will help with some of that stress as well. So if we dig upwards here, oh, that's all CO2 in there. That's not gonna be pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go like this. Ooh, power's gonna be a problem already. That's interesting. I should probably throw in a second battery here just to help smooth things out a little bit. Although this is not gonna do good things for our heat, so I don't want to leave it there too long. And we have another duplicant coming in. Choose a duplicant. So we got somebody that's squeamish, which means they won't do first aid, but they're pretty well rounded. 5 medicine. I think that's maybe a good idea. And they won't cook. But the medicine might come in handy. You know what? Let's take a creative. Small bladder. They're good digger and they're creative. I'm gonna take Mima. Who wants to be Mima? Loki Tiber. What the? Come on. Loki Tiber XDI. Alright, there we go. So you can be our little Mima character. Print. Okay, so that's good. So we have a creative person now who can help out with artworks and things. Let's prioritize building this thing. Because I'm having power issues already. I really hate having to use a stress table that early on. That's really bad. Another binge eater could be really bad. Yep, it really could. This might be the fastest colony we've had on record. That stress built fast. That was crazy. Alright, let's build over here. Give us all that space. We can dig this out to recover this. What's our setting on this? I want priority 9 on these things. I want them to get de-stressed as much as possible when they're using them. So they get stressed out, that'll be their first thing. Run and get that. Ooh, boy, that's some weak oxygen level there, too. I might need a second treadmill already. And we only have 5 duplicates. That's crazy. Why am I consuming so much power? How much does the massage table take? 240 watts. Oh, that would do it. That's 480 watts worth of power with those two things running. My gosh. Poor Ari Lugo is just running to beat the band, and they're just not producing enough power. I'm going to lay off the research station for the moment until I can get stressed down just a little bit. Food's about to bite you. Yep, I know. We have a little bit of muck root here, so we got some food. Little bits of it, anyway. Over here. Ooh, if we can take out this oxalate, that'll be good for oxygen. What have we got germ-wise over here? Okay, that's good. No germs in that space. And there's breathable oxygen in there, too. High concentration breathable oxygen because of this oxalate. Sweet. I was going to build my farms up here, but I think I'm actually going to build them down here. Just because this is kind of where the space is right now. So we'll throw flooring in here. And that'll give us room to build some little planter pot things. Yeah, that's right. It is getting bad fast. Well, here's the thing. Like, I've never actually turned up the stress on this to see how it plays. So I wasn't entirely sure what I should anticipate. And, yeah, it went up quick. Turns out it really does make a difference. Imagine that. Oxygen's really weak, and it's in part because I've kind of got this blocked in. I normally have these oxygen things closer to like a central point where the air has more room to spread. I probably should not have this sitting right here. I should move it up here or over to here. I think with our plant stuff going on, let's do another algae deoxidizer for here. And then I'm going to wind up shutting this one down, and we'll produce all our oxygen over on this side. Gonna need another deoxidizer. Yeah, we are gonna need some. Yes, there will be more Gold Rush too. I like that game. It's not perfect. It has lots of bugs and stuff, but it's fun. Plus, I like that I can fly in that game. Oh, clearly not intentionally. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's a base of 4, so that's worked out good. Not enough power. Oh, they haven't finished the wiring. That's why. Prioritize my wires, please. Stress is getting more manageable. Ari Loco is just on the verge of hitting it now too, though. As soon as we can get some living quarters and stuff for them, that will certainly help also. Maybe I'll make that my priority for this space in here. We'll give them a little bedroom. Shinebug will help out too. Yep, the wires are all built, so let's deconstruct this thing. And then down here, for the moment, I'm going to build a couple of algae terrariums, even though I'm not really a big fan of using them. Just to clean up some of the CO2 and produce a little bit of extra oxygen for us. Make food! I know! I know! Micro musher. I hate using the micro musher. It's no good feeding people mushy mud bars. Why do plants need oxygen? Shouldn't they make oxygen with photosynthesis? Yeah, they really should. It's just a, I don't know, just the mechanic of the game. It's not even that they need oxygen. They just need air pressure. Some plants in this game actually need CO2, which makes the most sense. Some of them need other chemicals like, 1 second here, continuous. Some of them need things like chlorine gas, that sort of thing. So it's not that they need the oxygen, it's just that they need the air pressure. I will make a kitchen eventually. Right now, I'm mostly just scrambling to get enough stuff set up so that we alleviate some of those initial problems. And they don't die off on me. Probably should have left both of the oxygen generators running, actually. Furniture. Let's look at beds. Hold on. What's our room scenario? So for the barracks, we want... minimum size 12 tiles, maximum size 64 tiles. So we can go almost 15 wide. So we should have plenty of space here for a bunch of beds. And I shouldn't even have to count it, I don't think. Eight beds by 2 is 16 by 4. 40 and 24, 64, and I have to be within what range? 64, perfect. Okay, so then we'll throw a little door on here and give them a little fancy wall here. Perfect. Welcome, Christopher Brown. Thanks for sponsoring the channel. That's fantastic. Yeah, 16 wide inside max, which gives us, we've got that pretty much maxed out. So actually, this space here, I need to cancel the dig that's on this side. This shall help a little bit with the stress, but until we get some artwork and stuff, we're still going to have a really bad problem with build-up. Why don't you leave spaces for the sculptures? Because I can just put paintings all across the top. The sculptures won't really be necessary. They'll get a bonus... is it bonus stamina they get out of the room? Sleeping in bed will restore some additional stamina, yeah. So they have a bedroom there already. They just need to dig the dirt out. And I'm going to set up a second oxygen generator right here, right outside their door. So that at least when they're sleeping at night, hopefully they'll have a good flow of oxygen. Stress is under 50% again, which is good. So they'll stop using the table here for just a little bit, which is nice. And that means I can focus on more research. So that research will let me... Let's work on artistic expression since stress is a real problem. New sponsor! Welcome, Elaine Rhines. Thanks very much for sponsoring the channel. That actually gets us up to 20 sponsors now, which unlocks another custom emoji. So we have 4 of them right now. And then this will give us a 5th one. It's pretty sweet. Thank you very much. As always, I'm pleased and humbled by everybody's support. It's really fantastic. Oh, right. I need a supercomputer for that one, too. Which means we need more space. Let's take this open. Sponsor number 19. You very well might have been, but there's been a little bit of up and down. So we had somebody sponsor and then someone stop, and then a new sponsor and someone stop. So we kind of hovered right at like 18, 19. And with those two, though, it puts us up to 20. Yeah, I don't have the supercomputer yet. I'm just making a little bit of space for it. Yeah, the toilet. I had the little duplicant face in there, but I swapped it out for this this little emoji here with the little like sideways face thing. Sadly, when you use the emojis, I don't think they show up on the stream because I'm using Restream to kind of combine it together, and it doesn't pull the image in. There's another hatch there. How's our O2 level now? O2 is climbing. We're good. Stress is sitting right at 50%, like hovering right on that mark. We've got 10,000 kilocalories, so it's hovering okay. Let's turn up the priority on this so they pick the food up off the floor a little sooner, rather than letting it... Oh, look, it actually shrinks. I don't know if it was just like a graphic glitch where it was partly in the floor. Why do they have a red dot on their face? That's weird. When you're eating, you have red dots on your face. That makes no sense to me. Alright, whatever. Well, the toilet seems to be clogged or something. What? Oh, you know what? I don't have a... I didn't build any place for them to put the... polluted dirt. They need composting. So in refinement, we have to grab the composter and build that in here. Because we don't have a hatch that could just eat it for us, which would be nice. Nice. That room's good. We'll get that built and we'll clean that up. Won't take much. Terrariums are not getting CO2. Nope, they actually sat right out of it now. We have good enough air pressure now. I don't even need these. Let's just disable. So we'll stop feeding them for now. And then when we need to, we can turn them on to produce, or to convert some more CO2. But right now, it's not just like a total waste. Stations. We need a research computer. Let's put that over here. New sponsor, Dragon 8D. Welcome. Thanks very much for sponsoring. Yeah, horrible allergic reaction. They're eating the mush bars and they're getting a horrible allergic reaction. They got the splotchiness on the face. It just won't go away. They've seen the dermatologist, but there's nothing they can do. Why aren't they picking up the food? Oh, another duplicate. Dun-da-da. Who we got this time? We have a pacifist, which is probably our best choice here. An anemic, irritable bowel with flatulence. Oh boy, that's a good combination right there. Not only do they have to go to the bathroom a lot, but man, do they pass gas. I just started building the supercomputer. It's okay. You can just stop delivering on the terrariums instead of disabling them totally. Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, they'll consume more algae the longer they run. All right, so we're gonna take Harold because he seems to have probably a decent setup. I don't generally use them for combat anyway, so... Alright, let's go with Lady Games 2. Why does it keep doing that? Ladies Game... Oh... Ladies Game 2. There we go. Prince! Welcome to the colony. And she immediately ran upstairs and started cooking. Slave labor right there. You didn't even get a chance to get comfortable. You just had to go right to work. Alright, we're gonna need power for this little supercomputer. There we go. Stress is continuing to come down. That's good. As long as the stress doesn't climb up, they won't even make use of the tables, which is kind of nice. I don't really want them to. We have the novice research completed. Oh, this is nice. I get a little summary now. Just need the intermediate research. Research. Oh, jeez, I'm dumb. Deconstruct. I built the wrong machine. That was definitely not the supercomputer. But man, can we do twice the research now? Look at that. Stations. Oh, I haven't researched the supercomputer. Totally forgot. You know what? I'm apparently mentally not with it today. Where is the supercomputer in here? There it is, advanced research. My gosh. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean, SMART. See, and you guys watch the stream sometimes because you think I know how to play. Not so much. It's already at fast speed. It's as fast as it can go. So, I didn't really know what else to call it for the stream name, but I turned up their sensitivity to stress and their sensitivity to germs to the highest level. So their mood is fatalistic, which means they get stressed more easily. As you can see, they're already hovering significantly higher than I've had at any point in the other colony. And then for the germs, they're also really sensitive to germs, so they get sick easier. Yeah, I'm kind of resisting building another wheel as long as possible. Just because it takes 2 duplicants away from doing other work. But as we bring in more duplicants, it becomes more and more viable to produce more power that way. Freeze water will push the CO2 up to the terrariums. Well, not really, because there'll also be CO2 that displaces into this cavity in here, so it'll stay relatively the same. Unless this water level stays above the opening that we create, which I don't think it will. It'll drain down low enough over here that it'll let the CO2 in. They're working on it. It's just taking them some time. Come on, Caitlin. Get your brain working. How long do I think this colony will last? I don't know. Negative 30 days. Ray. That's quite the vote of confidence. I don't know. We've had success with colonies before that we made a point of picking a duplicant every time. It took, I don't know, 65, 70 cycles. We might have got over 100. No, actually we had 65 duplicants, so or 55, I don't remember. Either way, it'll last for a while. Ooh, we got another hatch. What's our germ situation over here? So I don't want to break into this wall over here too much because the germs will start to pass through. So I'm going to leave that the way it is for now, I guess. There's some little bit of algae there we could make use of, but... Colony's huge, man! Let's build some food. Deck this all out with planter boxes. Actually, 1, 2, 3. I probably should leave some space in here for... Nah, forget it. I was going to worry about stress in here a little bit, because you can't build pictures unless the gap is 5 high. So I thought about building some statues in there, but I'm not even going to bother. Choose the type of liquid to be dumped. There you go. No polluted water. We have nasty polluted water over here, though, so we are going to need a place to dump that sooner rather than later. What I should do is actually just build a hole right in here, and we'll let them go in and just dump it into this spot. We'll drown out this poor Puffed. He's kind of cleaning up the oxygen down there a little bit anyway. Not super well, mind you, but those are germs over here. Alright, so actually, if I dig out a little gap here, I can make a little tunnel and just throw a little ladder down here into this space. The trouble is this polluted oxygen. I don't have any scrubbers. Until I have that, I'm just going to let the polluted oxygen accumulate in the bathroom a little bit. Need to research doors. Alright, so we have the advanced research done now, which means we can build the supercomputer. Pressure management, I should probably do that next after artistic expression, just so we can get some airlock doors and start to control the environment a little bit. Where is my stations? Supercomputer, there we go. Now we're building a computer. The last one was just a potato. What kind of geysers on the left? Ooh, I didn't notice. Steam geyser! Jackpot! Oh, look at it sitting on all that slime, though. I mean, the heat from it is kind of keeping things clean around it, but that'll be handy. Nice! Now, if we could find a natural gas geyser that's close by, this would be actually a pretty decent starting area. I can't see anything up top yet, but... Lots to explore. Okay, let's throw some mealwood seed in here. Ooh, I don't have that much. Not yet, anyway. There we go. As they find it, they'll bring it down here and plant it. An exploding geyser. Feed the puffed. I'm gonna feed the puff with polluted water. I don't think he necessarily wants that. Yeah, I haven't had too many scenarios where I've had a steam geyser that close to the colony either. Wow, there's a huge delay for me on Twitch. I had to refresh, and I don't know if it's just behind or what. Okay. Research. Artistic expression. There we go. Get our paintings. That'll get our stress down because it's hovering right at 50% again. What's our temperature? She's going to get hot in here. That's a lot of heat around us. Especially from over here. Like, this area here is going to get just steamy hot. All pun intended. Get the puff in the bathroom, let him clean the air on his own. The trouble is he poops out slime, which makes more polluted oxygen. It's like a self-feeding cycle. He's also not likely to stay in there, and that's kind of a challenge. I'd like to get a hatch in there. There's a hatch right here. If I could get him to drop down into the bathroom, that'd be really handy. And actually, I might be able to do that. So, this is all CO2 and 1,000 grams of it. If I dig into that, we're gonna have just a big flood of CO2 come down. Where's your Cinderella of this country? we don't have a Jack Cantus yet. Soon, though, soon. Okay, I think we have art available. Yes, we know. Where we, I thought I was done. No, 4 of 10. Come on. Blasted research and it's blasted time taking. Mop the floors, dude. What floors? We don't need no stinking floors. At least it's fresh water. Mop, mop, mop all day long. Mop, mop, mop while I sing this song. Oh, I didn't think about that. I have to put a door here. Mind you, I'm gonna need a door there anyway, but. Why should we have another Jack Cantus? Poor Jack. Taking all the abuse. He gets nothing but cleanup duty. How is this thing still not a thing? They just bottled up the water and then they left it there. They didn't even bring it over to the bottle emptier. It's their priority is elsewhere, like getting a massage. They needed their relaxation time. Both of the toilets are broken. What? Oh, they just require emptying. I thought there was a little broken symbol. Insert duplicate naming bribe here. Thank you for the super chat, Dragon. That's funny. All right, see, this kind of all evened out. So the CO2 just sort of spread out. So we still don't have CO2 up where our algae terrariums are. But that's okay. We don't really need to convert it too much yet. We're keeping decent enough air pressure up here. It just sort of squishes it down anyway. A third for a Jack dupe. Made a mess. Aw, man. That's going to go right in our water supply. Oh, blast. Clean up on aisle 6. That's what happens when you let the toilets get all nasty. Let that be a lesson, folks. Don't let your toilets get nasty. Oh, there's a hatch down here. If I had some plastics, we could trap some of these hatches. But that's kind of a long way off. We have lots of research to do before we get there. Okay, I see what's happening here. We need to shut one of these down. Disable building. I keep consuming all the excess power up here. Oh, I don't have a bottle emptier for all the mopped up polluted water. Oh, need to mop on this floor too. Alright, that's it. Alright, it was kind of delaying here, but I think I'm going to have to do this sooner rather than later because we need to dump out that polluted water. Yeah, it is alive under the water. It's staying buried in his little soil thing. So, I don't know. Yeah, a whole bunch of the hatches died on me. Not intentionally. I didn't kill them on purpose. It was more like hatch not homicide. Hatch manslaughter. That's what it was. 8 digging, 7 learning, squeamish, non-constructive. They won't build things. Non-constructive. They won't build things. Well, that is just isn't that great? I guess we're taking Marie. Digging and learning. We don't really need the 7 learning, but all right, Dragon, you win. You can be a duplicant. Dragon 8D. Come on, this thing is just. There's something wrong when you're typing now. Dragon 8D, print. Welcome to the colony. Okay. Have they finished? Oh, come on. Like, one research. Just one research. It's my own fault. I'm not producing enough power, but one research. Rowan's better. You already have a lot of builders. Well, the trouble I don't like about them is I don't know. I don't like having any duplicates that can't build because they can find themselves in a weird situation they can't do anything to get out of. Also, pick up new skills not much faster though. Well, that's true. Check the name list to make sure the name's stuck. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Caitlin Erluko, Itchy Scientist, TD. Yeah, okay, the names are sticking. I think it was just in the beta when we were playing that on the beta branch that it kept dropping all the names that I was adding in, which was really kind of a nuisance. We spent all that time to name all those duplicants and then it just didn't stay. Which is no good. No good. More hamster wheels. Yeah, we have 7 duplicates now. I can afford to build another hamster wheel. Let's do that. Try to get our power flow a little bit more consistent, and we'll get through our research and stuff a little quicker, too. Okay, where's our doors? Pressure management. Need that sooner rather than later. Kind of need everything sooner rather than later. No, Jack, you're not in the colony. You're fine. Everybody wants me to abuse you again. But there's no Jack Candace here yet. Protect the water from accidents with crazy little bowl on the ladders. Well, it's not really even that big a deal. You can go down and mop it under the water still. As long as the volume of water that you're trying to mop isn't too huge, then they'll mop it still. Like, they won't go down here and mop this. They just mop the polluted water that was in here and left it. So it's fine. I don't want to go through the effort of doing anything crazy. I had one duplicate plus 6 to digging, and the buff says that one can't dig. It couldn't dig. Seventh wheel on second circuit. Well, we're not tapping up the circuit just yet. We have a maximum of 1140, but I have one of the tables turned off right now, so I'm not super worried about it. I want his running to help feed the battery systems that are in here. Are there germs in my water now? There are, yes. There sure are. That pee was bad. Baby did a bad thing. It's a pretty small quantity. And they don't seem to be growing too quickly. So hopefully, because we mopped up the polluted water that was there, hopefully they won't continue to propagate. Because it's in fresh water now, but I don't know. It's going to be a problem. Do the derp challenge. No, I can't do the derp challenge. I mess up my ladders and floor pieces and stuff far too often for that. I'd never survive. The colony would just crash and burn. I need more storage. Give me more storage. And we can make artwork. I should get on top of that. Wow, look how pretty these spaces are. This place is a dream. Who wouldn't want to live here? Oh, I can't do anything in, I probably should have left more room for statues in here. Sculpting block. We'll do a statue there, I guess. The bathroom's gonna be ugly right now. I can't really do a whole lot about that. Well, we can fix up the decor in the middle part of the colony at least. That's a lot of paintings. It's gonna take them a while to paint all that. Particularly since I think we only have one person on art right now. Where's our art? Oh, we have a whole bunch of people on art. That's not good. Let's get just our better artists in here. Creativity 5 for both of them. So we'll have 2 artists working on it. Itchy Scientist and then Loki can both run around and do all our painting and chiseling. Yeah, lights help a lot too, but they consume power, and I'm not in a rush to consume the power at the moment. We're already still tapping out our power on a fairly regular basis. Picture above the composts. I could put one there, yeah. It's not gonna do a lot. That room is ugly. I want to build a better bathroom eventually anyway. This is ultimately probably going to turn into an airlock room, so we can go out into this space over here and gather what we need. But first I need... what I should do is maybe make my bathroom over on this side. Maybe. But I want to go up to the left too, because that's where the steam geyser is. So many choices. So little space. We actually don't have a ton of algae in here, too. Where's my organic? 170 kilograms of algae. That is not very much. Should make sure we've got algae covered for the moment. There's a bunch of it under here, but I can't get to it because it's underneath that water. This stuff over here's got germs. I don't want that. Man, we're actually going to run into an algae problem soon. I need to take care of my oxygen. Which means we're going to need a power system because that thing consumes tons of power. It's hardly the Louvre. Drop a bit of clean water over polluted water to stop it from sublimating polluted oxygen. You don't need that much. No, you're right. You don't. I'm not super worried about it. Like I don't have too many places with polluted water right now. I mean, we could do it over here, for example, but lots of polluted oxygen out here. Look at those germs. That's death right there. Death. Do I have my door yet? Yeah, I can make a manual air lockdown. Okay. Let's go like this. I'm going to seal this mostly because I want to keep the polluted air in here, but also I want to make sure we keep meeting the room conditions. And we'll dig this out so we have a nice little place for the polluted water to flow. And then in our plumbing, we'll take our bottle emptier and we'll just stick it right here. I don't know how much space it actually needs, but we'll see. Use one for polluted water. Why is this hard one again? Mostly because I just turned up the stress sensitivity and I turned up the impact of germs. So you can see that they're already at like a 57% immune system. And I'm not entirely sure why, because they haven't had a ton of exposure to germs. It's got to be food poisoning. Must be because of the polluted oxygen in here, maybe. Once we get this cleaned up with the bottle emptier, that will help. We can get some sanitation in here that will clean up some of the polluted oxygen. That will help also. But it's really just, they're much more sensitive to germs right now, and they're also much more stress sensitive, so I kind of have to manage those to a greater degree than I did in my other colony, where things kind of got into easy mode. It didn't seem to matter what I did. Their stress would stay right down at pretty close to 0, and that made it relatively easy. Yeah, we are going to need a med bay eventually. I'm sensing we're going to need an entire hospital wing. I'll probably build it over here. We're also going to need lots and lots of food production. Because the other thing we're doing is we're taking a duplicant every single time the printing pod turns on. Regardless of whether their stats are something we want to take or not. So things are going to get a little nasty down there. Let me prioritize digging this out and building my door. And then we'll finally have a place to empty polluted water. Hot. Man, really? They're overheating here already? Oh, wow. He got really hot standing in front of the compost pile. That's different. Whiny dupes so easily stressed. I know, right? Man, you'd think they were stuck inside of an asteroid or something. Gosh. Let's set this to priority 6 so we get some consistent power production. Insufficient resources, algae. I'm already out of algae. That didn't take long. Oxygen is about to become a real problem. Let's dig in here. Priority 6. Dig, dig, dig. Mushrooms equal less CO2 and food. Well, I don't know that they equal less CO2 because they don't actually consume it. They just have to grow in it. So it's not that they process the CO2. They just need the CO2 to be present. But you're right. It does produce food. Down below here, the tricky part is the more we build up oxygen levels in our colony, the more it'll squish the CO2 toward the bottom. I might need to build like a CO2 trap down here or something, and do a little mushroom farm in there. I don't know. We'll see. Building up the immune. Yeah, that's right. We got to exercise the immune system. That's right. Latest game 2 apparently did not have good experiences with the germs. And this hatch is going to eat all of our food as it drops off the plants. That is terrible. This hatch has got to go. Combat. We'll send itchy scientists after the hatch. Come on, pick the hatch. There we go. I can't have him down here eating, and I don't have the means to trap him right now. And I don't really want to go through all the trouble to build a ladder for him to climb out. So we'll just turn him into food. Ice cream time. I want ice cream. Are you sharing? Yeah, that hatch can't stay there. Trap it in a pneumatic door. Well, I mean, yeah, like it will, it'll keep it stuck in place or whatever, but as soon as I let it loose, it'll eat my food again. All right, another duplicant. Duplicant number 8 this time. Flatulence, small bladder, or noodle arms. I don't want flatulence. Noodle arms kind of stinks because you can't improve strength. So it looks like we're going to be stuck with another scientist. Man, we're getting all the brainiacs this time around. Hope they can think their way out of this problem. Let's see. Oh, come on. This thing, I swear. I'm just typing letters. I'm not even hitting anything else, I swear. Okay, that's not frustrating at all. Viseri 22. Oh, nope, Viseri 2. I only had one finger on the keyboard that time. There we go, Viseri 22. Welcome to the colony. And with that duplicant, that maxes out our bed capacity. Which means any other duplicates we bring in are sleeping on the floor at the moment. We're going to need another bedroom. That's no good. That's no good at all. Stress is still high. Where's our decor? Alright, so the decor is improving in here. It's not fantastic, but it is improving. Things will get better. This thing here I should convert to eating lice loaf maybe for now. Make some better nutritious lice loaf. Hatch lives matter. You don't need a bed. Well, the trouble is you get stressed when you don't sleep on a bed. Need to choose polluted water to be dumped, otherwise the building won't help. You are correct. So this hasn't been selected yet. Thank you. Pretty because I think got lost in the dupe selection craze. You should do a stream where you're not allowed to pause. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that'd be bad. I pause a lot in order to like think, go restructure stuff. Oh, what happened here? A little graphical glitch. Quarantine train wreck. I have a feeling an epidemic's about to be. Yeah, they do need to be quarantined. Well, yeah. Lady Game 2, their germ response is really dropping. This room stinks. That's part of the. Oh, look at that. We've got polluted oxygen out here that's letting germs spread a bit. We're about to have an epidemic. I need sanitation services. Pressure management, sanitation. I haven't even started on the plumbing yet. Man, oh man. A little behind on my research. Focused on tons of other things. I'm gonna take this out of here. And we're not producing oxygen again, because why would we want to do that? I better dig this next. Give me some of that fancy algae. There's some food there too, I guess. A little bit of monk root. You have something blocking the supercomputer. Yeah, there's some sand that fell in there. I sent them to dig it out. No pause derp challenge. Sanitation. That's right. We'll send in Jack. Get Jack in there. Oh, we had food decay already. We built up enough food quickly enough that we actually had some decay. That's funny. And I don't have enough CO2 down. Oh, I didn't even set the settings on this. Copy settings. There we go. I kind of want to do a CO2 room to kind of block out germs so we can put the food down there, but there's not really enough down there to be reliable. Back, and yes, check. Yep. Hardcore germs. Yeah, those germs are not treating me very fairly right now. I need to sanitize my conditions just a little bit more. We do finally have a place for them to dump the polluted water at least, so it'll drain down here and into this mess until it. Unfortunately, this little puff, his days are numbered, I think. Made a mess. Or did they pee? 2 people made a mess. Oh, great. More germs. More germs. Clean it up. Clean that up too. Clean that up. Clean that up. And this up. My goodness. I need more bathrooms, apparently. Alright, so I was trying to kind of delay a little bit on the bathroom. This was kind of a convenient setup over here, but I think I'm going to need to shift things around just a little bit. I might drain the water that's here and let it go down below so I can recover this space. So maybe we'll do like expand this out and make this whole row in here a bathroom. And then we'll recover the space that's down below here. This will also let me get the algae here, which I suppose is a good thing also. So bad. Asking dupes to clean underwater. I know, right? It's like the ultimate punishment. The weird form of waterboarding. Here's a sponge. Go into that lake and clean up. Definitely need more biffies. You have to enable auto-bottling on both. I don't think so. I shouldn't have to. Auto-bottling will make them go to the pitcher pump and then just go right away and go and dump it through the... it's not even that. I just need to turn up the priority on it. Auto-bottling makes them just like constantly go and fetch water and then try to dump it through here. So we don't really want that. They'll just constantly be cycling water through. We don't even need to sweep it. They'll go get it. I just had to up the priority on it so they would go and make it a priority. Yeah, they got mad skills. They can go down there with a sponge and get nothing but polluted water. Take a close zoomed in look at the dupes with the germs overlay. Who's making trouble? 47% dropping. Well, yeah, I just have to mouse over them. I don't even zoom in. It's ladies game too. So if we look at the germ overlay, and I wish I could click on the dupe up there, but where's ladies game 2? All right, there's ladies game 2, and we look at the germ overlay. It's not like she's like covered in germs. She ingested some germs. She breathed them in. Ooh, there's slime lung in here. That's so no good. Probably shouldn't have put the little pump on that side of things. I really need to move this whole bathroom thing. This is not working for me at all. It's not good. Thanks, Dank Bandicoot. Glad you like the content. Need to set up showers while your other bathrooms need them sooner rather than later. Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't even have pumps yet, so we can't do showers yet. We're still in the business of doing research. And actually, there's not even all that much research we've completed just yet. So my primary thing is moving on to sanitation. So that'll give us access to the lavatory. It'll give us access to the sink, the showers, and the mesh tile. But I want to get over here to decontamination ultimately. So I should set the whole thing over. Because I want the deodorizer. If we can clean the air so that they don't have any polluted oxygen, then the germs won't spread. Because they don't propagate in clean air. However, in the meantime, things are gonna be a little on the low side germ-wise. Food poisoning. Yeah, it's when they eat the germs. So if they breathe in the slime lung or they eat the food poisoning germs. I should just disinfect this whole thing. I can't disinfect the bottles though. They're making progress. They're getting the stuff drained out, but too late. Hi, Moon Hunter. We've got about another 45 minutes left of the stream. We've been streaming for a little bit more than an hour. Gradually making progress, although things are not stellar at the moment. Copy settings, but they're also not exactly the worst they could be. So stress and germ and immune systems are actually... This is the worst position I've been in for either of these in quite a long time. Thanks for the dupe. Try not to suffocate you. I will do my best not to suffocate you, but remember, oxygen's not included. Yeah, I have to make... I'm going to make some new bathrooms. Well, what I want to do is, actually, I want to move the water here, and then I'll take over a larger portion of this floor for a larger bathroom. And actually, I just realized I have a compost thing in here that produces germs, and I only have 2 wash basins. So it's possible for people to come past with germs also. No pink eye. Yeah, they'll have it soon enough. Just you wait. I'm going to throw a ladder here so they have something to stand on, and then they can... Actually, they don't even need that. They can go inside the water. Cancel. Dig this out. Drain all this water down. Which means we'll need to move our water bottler too. I'm going to need to deconstruct these buildings down here. And we'll stick our water bottler down here. Uh-oh. My daughter's awake and she's not happy. There we go. Okay, the water's draining now. Ooh, look at it go. There's a serious amount of water in there. They're just madly pumping what last little bit they can get out of it. Quick, pump it fast before it's all gone. It's gonna flow away. I do have some idle people, yeah, sorry. Elevators would be cool in the game. Somebody was asking in one of the clay streams about whether they plan to do elevators or conveyor belts. Both of which I think would be kind of neat. Deconstruct building. Let's get rid of this. Oh, I thought they were gonna go for a swim. This can go now too. Pitcher pump's completely useless here, so we can deconstruct that. Throw in some airflow tile here. Let's get some airflow tile up here. Start to get a little bit of oxygen flow in our colony a little bit. So that should let the air move around a little bit. I could do them in the bathroom also, but I just don't want to do that because of the stinky air that's in there. Maybe move the bathroom door over and... Well, yeah, that's the point. I'm building in like flooring and stuff here so I can shift this over. Now the bathroom, I don't know if it's allowed to be that large for the stress relief bonus. Oh, actually it can be 64 tiles. That's pretty big. So I can move the door over to like here, which will give me a little bit more. But really what I want to do is switch over to maybe some sinks. But we don't have enough power for that, so I guess I'll keep using the wash basins for the moment. If we can get lavatories, then that helps a lot with the germs too, but again, we'll need power for the pumps. Build some more floor. Oh, you know what? If I do that, they're guaranteed they're going to get their head stuck. It happens every time. Let's dig out a layer under here first. Do that first. Finally back. Custom water cooling loop achieved thermal saturation and caused your PC to literally shut off. Oh, that stinks. Duplicant number 9. Let's see. We have mole hands, irritable bowel, anemic, early bird loud sleeper, early bird yokel. Early bird yokel. We got plenty of brainiacs in this colony already. So I'm perfectly fine with yokel. Stress is really going up. It's at 30% or 36%. It's on its way down. So it's okay. Watch your algae. Yep. Who wants to be in the colony? Lord Aramil. Oh. That is so frustrating. Just let me type. No. Then I have to make a typo, so I gotta do it over again. Go me. There we go. Duplicate number 9, who does not have a bed. Their stress is not going to do good things. This poor shine bug is not having a good day. Ah, there goes the shine bug. We drowned it out. That's impressive. I don't even know how we managed that. Let's see. Food. We're gonna need. No. Where is it here? Plumbing. That's what I want. Pitcher pump. Oh, it doesn't fit. Ooh, just barely. If we get much more water down there, that's not gonna fit though. What do you do to be the worst one to choose? I've done colonies where we've done nothing but pick the worst duplicate we could find. That was not a good time. Surprisingly, it didn't go over very well. Just Build that in there to make space. Okay, so this bathroom needs a little adjusting. We're going to deconstruct this here. I kind of still want the stress relief for now. Particularly since the bathroom's so nasty. If we put in 2 more toilets, then we can put the sinks outside of the bathroom, I think. Hold on, what do we have to do for the bathroom? Latrine needs a toilet, wash station, no industrial machinery. All right, so we do have to have the wash station in there. At least one of them. If we have one inside the bathroom, we can put some outside, I guess. So 2 toilets, statue. I'm going to deconstruct this stuff. Where is it? Deconstruct buildings. There we go. So we'll break that down. And then we'll need a couple more latrines because I don't have plumbing just yet. We'll ultimately swap those over because I don't want to keep all latrines, particularly since I only have 1 compost, and that's going to be a problem. Okay, so we'll do 2 more of these. Like so, and then I can actually... I'm going to move our research over to the other side so we can recover that space. Which means we can deconstruct this one. And that'll give me room for a door over here. Now I've just let the stinky air into the bedroom, which is good. And then we can do, under medical stations, we should be able to do more wash basins. Man. This is gonna be really ugly, actually. I kind of need to dig into this germy stuff over here, but just to make space so I can do some more composting and leave it out in the polluted area. But until I get to a point where I can actually clean the oxygen, that would be really, really bad. Yeah, I know I have airflow tiles in the bathroom. There we go. These need to be set to direction left. There we go. That's a fair amount of hand washing there, so that should help clean them up a little bit. And then ultimately what I'll do is I'm going to put the showers down below here, I think. I can deconstruct this ladder now. Don't need that. Take all this out, because I need more algae. Fabulous. What it does, I'll be the one that binges in the colony down. Yeah. There's a couple people that I think have binge eating that we've nabbed already. Not through design, it just sort of turned out that way, but when stress gets high, those guys are going to make a real mess of things. Mop all that up. Okay, I should actually work on another bedroom over here because I knew I needed to do it and I just haven't done it yet. More building. More building. When you overwrite the floor tiles, you lose the original tiles material. That's, yeah, I know. But we had a ton of copper in the bottom here. I might even still have consumable ore. No, it's coal. Raw metals. We still have 33.9 tons of copper. And there's more of it up here, so I'm not super worried about the metal at the moment. Let's keep the research going, because we need to power through this a little bit. Actually, I should turn on someone else to do the research as well. That'll speed it up considerably. What do I want next? Ventilation, not so much. Air systems might be handy. You know what? I'm going to go with power regulation. Let's do... I'm not worried about plastics and stuff yet. Let's get some power combustion going here. And that can start to set us up so we can make an oxygen room. Because air is certainly going to become a priority very soon. Hi, Behind the Glamour. Welcome to the stream. Maybe we should start searching for wheeze wards before the heat becomes a problem. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I'm going to need to do, to be honest. Here's the thing, though. Like, in this colony, they're much more susceptible to germs. So I need to branch out into spaces where there aren't germs. And that means going south, which leads us into all this wonderful hydrogen and stuff. So I could actually make maybe like a water lock over here, maybe, and then they could dig down and go into this space. But that's really hot temperatures and stuff down here, too. like to find a natural gas geyser. And I still want to send somebody up to this ruin and find out what's in here. It's probably one of those little brain boxes. Put you on research. Oh, right. I need to change the jobs up. So there was somebody else that had really decent research. There was a couple of people, actually. Ooh, 8 for Viscera. Nice. 12 for Caitlin. She's the brainiac here. All right, that'll speed up the research considerably. I'm going to build a pump down here just in anticipation of needing it later. Ruins run. Lots of nice algae down there. Down where? Oh, down here. Yeah, there's a couple pockets of it, yeah. The purple zones have these huge pockets of algae in them now. The tricky part is to get to it, I have to go through my water supply, which isn't great. How's our temperature? Things are getting warm. A little bit warm. Ooh, look at the heat here. That's gross. I kind of need that to go somewhere else. Stole my research grant. Bunch of metal next to a huge algae pocket every time. You think so? Yeah, I mean, there's some metal there. Well, that's because if you go down here where the big pockets of algae are, that's also the places where the iron ore is. Research complete. That was fast. Oh, they only did one of them. Give to me the knowledge of the power. Cooling is definitely going to be a challenge. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a challenge on a few fronts. So, if we crack into this to get the supply of water, which we don't really need to rush to because this is a huge amount of water right now. But if and when we crack into that, there'll be cooling stuff down there for the steam. Let's see. Let's get in here so we can get our air systems going. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have like a decontamination. Nice. All right, so this statue is providing a decorative function, but not a functional one. I'm going to deconstruct it for now. I kind of hate that all the buildings are 3 high now. It was nice when they were only 2 high, because you could put pictures in there. And I'm going to throw a deodorizer in here. Man, what was that thing made of? There we go. I'd kind of like to do a deodorizer out here also. I'm just not thrilled about bringing this material into the colony because I don't have an ore scrubber. I could consider putting like an airlock down here and then send them out that way, but I feel like I should have taken the opportunity to move my bathroom because then I could use this as my airlock maybe, just underneath the bedrooms. But nevertheless, they can't do that now. That's all polluted oxygen. I'm not sure where to send them next. I'm thinking maybe I'll have them go with the left-hand side over here, but the steam geyser, though, it's nice and close, and that's going to be really convenient in the long run. Right now, it's a little bit inconvenient. Can't have industrial machinery in the bathroom and not being a bathroom anymore. Yeah, but they changed it, I think, so the deodorizer's not industrial machinery anymore. They patched that. Ooh, I think I have space for another picture. Oh, I don't. Rat. Let's dig this out. We have tons of space to build in. I just gotta figure out what to put there now. Oh, bedrooms. Bedroom. That's what I wanted. This will be another big bedroom, so we'll have plenty of space, because I know we're going to need to bring in more duplicants anyway. And then we'll do some pictures in here. Perfect. I should probably work towards research on insulation, because the temperature's really starting to climb in here. Where is the insulation? Temperature modulation, right there. Alright, so that gives us access to power systems now, so we can build coal-powered generators. The trouble is just that we can't cool them. So, since we're going to be doing we're taking like a crazy number of duplicants here, I can just keep going on treadmills for a little bit. Except that this power grid already has a fair amount on it, 1140 watts. Brandon really wants me to grab the ruins. All right, let's. That might actually help with stress a little bit for at least one duplicant. What's it going to take to get up here? This is chlorine gas up here. That's great. It's low quantities of chlorine gas, but not too bad. All right. Let's build a ladder up here. We need a ladder over here. Actually, this will get me access to more oxalite and to some algae too, so that's not so bad. Over here, I'm going to dig this, and we'll put a door there and a door there, so we can control the environment we're trying to oxygenate. Ooh, geyser on the bottom right? Another steam geyser. Wow. I kind of wish that one was natural gas, but we are definitely not going to have problems with the total amount of water in this game. Let's deconstruct those so we can get a door in. And we'll use a mechanized lock because they close faster. There we go. That one's not even germy, which... Oh, this one down here? Yeah, it's just in a hot biome. That's really convenient. It's got lots of chlorine down here, which is cool. We can tap into that at some point. No chlorine geyser or anything, but... okay, so... I want this slimy material to stay out here, but this obsidian has also got germs. I wonder if they can disinfect it or if there's too many germs in there for them to do it. Let's try disinfecting the surface here and see what happens. I can't. It's not actually a wall. Blast. More duplicants. It's a good thing we're building another bedroom. Alright, so we have irritable bowel, a slow learner, or an irritable bowel. Caregiver. I feel like that medicine might come in handy. Athletics, medicine. Alright, so I feel like this is the one we want to go with. Let's go with Nicola. James Crenshaw. Oh, come on. There we go. Wow. I actually got to type a few letters that time. Sweet. Okay, so we'll bring Nicola in. And that'll give us more medical capability, which is going to be good, because eventually we're going to need to build a med bay. 38% now, Ladies Game 2 is... I'm going to turn off all of her jobs. Ladies Game 2, you'll be the duplicant that wanders around doing nothing, and hopefully those germs will go away. Caitlin's not far behind either at 58%. The trouble is you can't do anything to cure them until they get a little bit lower down. I mean, I could do something to boost their immune system if I had the alchemist table, but that also requires that new plant type. Where is it? This stuff here, the balm lily. Apothecary table, that's what it's called. Man, my brain was not working. So until we have an apothecary table, I can't really do a ton about the illness. They're eating the germs. Even if they do nothing, we'll get sick. Well, the thing is, the food's not germy though. 0 germs. Storing 0 kilograms of food. It's just sitting on the floor. How's this thing never getting stored in? It's got a priority of 7 for crying out loud. Why don't I don't know why they're not picking that up. It's stale. Yeah, so the person preparing the food doesn't have germs, and neither does the microbe musher. I think they've just already ingested enough of it that it's just having a long-term effect. Disinfectant here. Someone clean the bathroom. Well, the med bed's only good once they get down to the point where they're actually sick. So I will need one eventually, once I get it researched. But for right now, it doesn't necessarily provide a lot of utility. Fossil fuels. Do I want to go into that yet? I don't have a natural gas generator, so I'm not going to worry about that one just yet. Advanced power grid. Filtration will be handy, I guess. Maybe I should work on medical research. Let's work on medical research. They might actually need that. I can't make a med bed. I just can't make the fancy regeneration tube thing. Check the storage settings in the ration box. Set to all edible. It already is. Oh, nutrient bar. What? What is going on there? Suffocating. They dug out sand and dropped it on the door so they can't get out. And it's all CO2 up here. And lots of it. That's funny. That's the only... Oh, no, there's going to be... It's going to happen again when they dig through the sand up here. Oh, goodness. Actually, I can't believe they didn't use the ration box. I didn't realize they changed that. They used to just automatically store everything in there. Wacky. You can do it with just some planning and quick digging. Sand for the loss, yeah. No, the dupe wasn't lost. It was just a minor setback. A temporary inconvenience. So we've researched the apothecary. What else do we need here? Yeah, let's go filtration. They're just powering through the research now. I'd like to get this all finished so I can get these destroyed, because they suck up power and they produce heat. Speaking of heat, this is awful over here. This would be a good place for a mushroom room. I think I'm going to do that. Let's do a little mushroom space over here. If we build a wall on this end. There's that sand again. Bum, bum, bum. Let's dig you out before you die. Priority 9. It's funny when they open the door, the sand doesn't fall through. It stays there. Weird. Food occupancy mess table equals less stress equals mess hall. Yeah, but then I got to build a mess hall, which I don't really have space for just yet. Ultimately, I would like to recapture maybe this space here and make the mess hall. Maybe. Down here, I'm going to destroy this ladder, and then we'll build some planter boxes down here. We'll fill those up with mushrooms. The only issue is going to be that I have a little pocket of oxygen that's trapped, like right here. But hopefully it will move its way out as we get more CO2 down here. YouTube slow-mo is horrible. That 35 plus second lag. Oh, is it really? It's that big of a delay, is it? That's crazy. The funny thing is I have it set on low latency, so it should be relatively quick, but it seems to be really long tonight. How are they supposed to get to the planter boxes? When I build them a ladder, ultimately. See, they'll use that thing right there. That ladder. Mushrooms need slime, so they need farm tiles. Oh, yeah, that's right. Dun dun dun. Where is my food? Oh, I don't have farm tiles yet. Ah, blast. Well, I guess I know what I'm researching now. Get busy on the meal prep. -7 days to beat the game. Why? You got money on me on them all wiping in less than 30 days, right? 30 cycles? Just wait. We'll be like cruising in right around midnight, and everything will be crashing and burning, and I'll pause the game and call it a quit. I'll be like, ah, you lose, Ray. Can I build insulation yet? Yes, I can. Let's do that over here. I don't like these germs here. They're going to come through my wall, ultimately. Food has decayed. I gotta get that food situation under control, too. Alright, this will be a perfect little pocket for growing mushrooms in. Once we can do it, anyway. Planter box. I am curious. Oh, no, come on. Cancel. Doesn't say what it'll plant. You're right. I mean, I know that they do need slime as a fertilizer, which means actually I'm not going to be able to start growing them just yet. But I guess this will just be the room that I'll use for it, because I can't realistically send my duplicants out into the slime environment just yet. Things are not stabilized enough yet. They'll get all nasty. A lot more crops. They tend to grow slow, so yeah, we do definitely need more crops. I mean, we're hovering right now, but it is starting to drop now based on the number of duplicants that are eating. which is not good times. Research is progressing well, finally. Improved ventilation, clothing, no. Home luxuries. Where is the exosuits? Environmental protection. Let's go this route. Fortnite. I have a Fortnite stream that's going to be tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Now, bear in mind, I'm no pro at the game. So, don't expect, like, super fantastic, stellar gameplay. I just have fun with it. But we'll be playing that tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. And try and insulate just a little bit so we can stop some of the heat from outside coming in if we can. I really want to... It's funny that it's so warm in here, but there's still so many germs. I guess it's just not that hot. I want to get rid of the... I want to cut into this a little bit and start to recapture some of this space, but I just don't want anyone to die off on me too quickly. Yeah, I was planning for tomorrow night just to play for a little bit. I'm not sure if Kazi's going to be able to play, but I'll probably play a little bit of singles and then just open it up to a squad play and then let anyone that's on my Xbox One friends list join the game. I'm not going to send out invites or anything, but if you're already on my friends list, then they can just choose to join game and then they'll be able to get in that way. Is the ruin over? Oh, right, the ruin. Yes, it is. Haha. Submit sample. Who's got the worst stress? Lord Aramil does. Survey. Oh, it is a little bit. Oh, look at that. There's a morb hanging out in there, too. Ooh, we got lockers in this one also. Okay, so the morb's been in here, polluting up all the oxygen on us, which is good times. Good times. This guy I should probably get rid of him. Yes, saying combat, but they're not even over there yet. Remember to make your bed bay out of granite for decor bonus. Yeah. Everyone wants to sleep on a granite hospital bed. That sounds perfect. Get him! Get him! Get that guy! Die, more die! I've never noticed they pop. Slime lung. Oh, that was a bad idea. Maybe I should have left them alone. I didn't realize they left out slime lung when you popped them. That's the first one I popped. Okay, let's put someone on the table here. Who wants to be our brainiac? Brain machine. All right, we'll put Ariluko on here. Go get hooked up. We'll zap your brain. Give you a new trait. Hopefully something useful. Love the animation for that. Complete neural process. Still vibrating. The sunny disposition. Imagine that. I almost always get sunny disposition. Well, we know one person who's not going to have high stress anyway. Let's go and rummage through these things. See what kind of cool stuff we can find in the lockers. Actually, it would be nice if they found some suits in there. Come on, show me a suit. Show me a suit. Aw. Cool vests. I don't care about those. Snazzy suits would have been great, though, because that actually helps a lot with decor. Down to be an experiment. Everybody wants to be an experiment. Hook me up. Zap my brain. That's right. My answer to everything is ladders. I just noticed that, and I don't know how old that comment was. Needs more exosuit. Yeah, so I'm working on the research for that. Before I send them out into that gross environment, I'd kind of like to equip them a little bit if I can. Oh, look, there's a cold biome up here, which I have to cut through some hydrogen to get to. I could get there. Some frozen bomb lilies in the space, too. May you rename your dupe with the highest learning attribute, Sibber Squeegee? Why would it be Sibber Squeegee? That's pretty much what you are doing. You're rummaging. Oh, no. Another duplicate. Number 11. All right, we have a bodybuilder with tryptophobia. That's your trypophobia. So they want to dig. This one doesn't dig either. This one has a bottomless stomach. So, I mean, with the strength that they could run around hauling stuff, I guess. They can still build. +8 cooking might come in handy. So they won't dig. Let's bring a chef in. We'll bring in Rowan the chef. Let's see. Who should we bring in here? Loxo. Oops, come on. There we go. Perfect. So we have a new chef in the colony. Let's set up our jobs for the cooking here. And we don't want everyone to be a cook. So we'll turn that off. There, now we have a dedicated cook. Perfect. Chef that's a binge eater. What could go wrong? Pretty much. That just means they're just going to overly sample their own food, that's all. Yeah, I know. We have a whole bunch of binge eaters in here. It's not really... Hey, what are you going to do? Then we got the weed reed plant suit stuff. Yeah, so we need the reed fiber, which is out in the wonderful swampy biome. I think I'm going to make my airlock room down here. And then they can cut straight out into this space. I can start to convert this into oxygen quickly. And once that's converted to oxygen, that'll stop the germ production in here, and then we'll have access to thimbleweed. And that way, I can start to build out my my like real airlock here with all this stuff in it. All this stuff in there. What am I doing here? 1, 2, 3. I made that too big. Oh, come on. Dig that out, and we'll just put floors in here. There we go. How's our germ situation down here? Oh, perfect. I can get right into that room without cutting into germs. Sweet. A lot of more dupes. The more duplicates we bring in, the more that's going to happen, though. Because we're bringing them in fast and furious at this point. We're going to need more... It's not going to be long before we need more bedrooms. 5 more. Power. I kind of want to get a coal generator going, but things are just so hot already. How's our oxygen? Oh, 2's good, at least. Ventilation, utilities, or scrubber would be handy. We can put that down here, I guess, but we're going to need a supply of chlorine in order to use that, and we don't have a chlorine geyser, so that's going to be a problem. You know what? I'm going to move the food box down here, too, just so it stops decaying. I'm not using the space right now anyway, so we'll go down here and we'll build a couple ration boxes in this space. Take advantage of the CO2 so we stop losing that. No, we're not just, like, wasting it. No, we got another hatch. Down here, I'm going to throw in... little... No, that didn't work. Derpy. Come on. No, cancel it. Okay, this is ridiculous. Deconstruct. No, cancel. Oh, there we go. Man, why was it stuck on wires? There we go, like this. Throw a little insulated tile in there. Perfect. Another hatch is going to fall in the water and drown. Yeah. He didn't drown. He's fine. I'm going to try and keep him alive if we can. It's not a high priority, but if we can't keep him alive, I will. He's got a little bit to snack on down there at least. Especially make a battery array so that you can run power while the night cycle happens. Yeah. I need to build a battery someplace though that the temperature's not going to be a big issue. Let's do insulation all the way across the roof here. I can dig this out. We'll throw some batteries up top of here. Make sure to trap the bug so it will work all night for coal. Well, yeah, I mean, I'll do that eventually, but we're not even producing coal, or we're not consuming any coal right now, and right now we have 22 tons of it. So I'm not in a super big rush. We also have a couple good pockets of coal. For now, he can just wander around down there. It's not really a big deal. Alright, I want to cut into this space here and build a little airflow tile out. Oh, there's a mushroom right there. Gotta dig that up, I guess. Come on. Oh, there's 2 mushrooms. Where's our germ situation here? Ugh, gross. Alright, I'll make do with 1 for now. I'm gonna put a little deodorizer in here. It's really low oxygen pressure, though. Even still. If they start tripping, you can euthanize them. Did I miss something with the sideway doors? When you put in sideway doors, it seems to work better as an air seal. So it's less likely that the gases and stuff are going to pass through. It's kind of weird. It shouldn't work, but it does. Whatever. Don't forget a wash basin on the way out of the germy zone. Yeah, I should have that. It'll only take care of the surface germs, but at least we'll give them something. So let's do medicine wash basin. We'll throw, I don't know, maybe we'll put 2 of them here for now. Oh, the hatch got out. You went right through the door. Set these direction right. Produce some more polluted water. At least we got a place to dump it out. Why do they show no power signs? Because these doors can actually be plugged in. I'm not sure what the benefit is of plugging them in, to be honest with you. You can set permissions for people to go in and out of them already. You can already... They already open and close faster than other doors do, so I'm not really sure what the benefit of it is, but it is an option. Yeah, it's okay. We don't need Cinderella. Not yet, anyway. So this deodorizer is trying to clean, but the oxygen pressure in here is so low. It's not producing a lot. What else down here? 8 kilograms. I should dig into that. Let's throw a little ladder right down here. And we're going to let all this polluted oxygen out of here, which is really high pressure, up into this space, and then we can clean it. If I do that, I should probably go like so. Hold on, prioritize this. Because the more of this I can convert into clean oxygen, the better. I think if you plug the doors, you can open and close the windows with the dupes. Oh, really? Oh, that'd be handy. I just don't want to spend the power on it, but I could see how that could come in handy in different situations. Have to leave the dust caps. Well, whatever. I'm not super worried about that. Alright, you could just cancel this job. You did what I needed to. Get out of here now. Let's lock this for the moment. I'm going to let these things do their work. So all this wonderful polluted oxygen should push up out of this opening here because it's really high pressure. And then it'll get cleaned up here. And we'll start to get some better airflow up here. Into this cavity up here anyway. The slime is germy, but I also don't have any place I'm storing it. So for right now, they shouldn't have brought it into the colony. Everything looks fine so far. It's good that way. Maybe they changed what? Set the plants to all harvest if they aren't already the ones the slime bomb to the left. Yeah, again, I'm not really in a... I could tell them to sweep that up, but... Oh, you know what? I locked the door. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to let this do some cleaning work in here. It's got a whole bunch of stuff it can convert. If it can clean that oxygen up, then this will be a space that they can go in and out of, and I don't really have to worry about them breathing in the slime lung too much, which means they can harvest in here. It's just going to be a pain to get the slime and stuff, I think. But what I'm more concerned about is actually getting these reeds and things. Sand on the top floor. Oh, just a little spot. Just a little spot. Let's go to power. I'm going to do some large batteries up here. And then we'll plug all these things in. I'm going to have to build a proper power grid eventually too, which I haven't done yet. But I'm not really in a super big rush for it. Once we start to get more power production, that's when I'll need to be a little bit more conscious of how I split it up. But I'll probably do the same thing I normally do, where I'll run a channel of heavy watt wire outside the colony, and then branch it in using transformers. Someone get the name of this game is. This is Oxygen Not Included, so it's kind of like a little colony simulation game where you have these cartoony little duplicants that appear inside of some sort of alien planet or like an alien asteroid or something. You don't really know for sure. And you basically just have to build out a colony and help them survive. The concept of the game is ultimately very simple. There's just a fair amount of complexity to it because there's a lot of stuff to manage. The immune systems, no, they do recover. The trouble is they have to stay away from whatever it is that's causing the issue. So with food poisoning in particular, once they get it, it's kind of a nuisance to get rid of it. Use airflow doors in your bedroom. Yep, I have them there already. I have the pneumatic doors. I should probably put some airflow tiles in here too. Like so. There's a fair amount of CO2 down here. This will actually be really good for growing mushrooms once we get a decent supply of slime. Yeah, every duplicant I print is more susceptible to the germs, so they're more likely to get sick. Now, Lady's Game 2 must have consumed some germy food because she's actually got them ingested, whereas some of the other duplicants, when they came in contact with them, it was just surface germs. Not so much for her, though. All right, so how are we doing? I should probably see if I can get some of this. Oh, there, we got some breathable oxygen down here now. I'm gonna unlock this now. I want to harvest this stuff. Yeah, let's just auto-harvest all this. And then in here, I'm gonna need a little stepping stool for them to get up. And I'm not even gonna bother transplanting these things. They can just stay growing in here. Duplicant number 12. Who wants to join our colony that's doomed to death and disaster? Set your food boxes. Oh yeah, I gotta do that too. Let's see. Christopher Brown, you got it. All right, so let's see. We have a learner, a digger, creative immunity, biohazard. Ooh, yeah, we don't want that. All right, I'm not taking a loud sleeper, so I guess you're gonna be the noodle arms. Sorry, Christopher. Ah. Okay, this is killing me. Who knew typing was so hard? I'm even trying to do it really carefully, and it's not making a difference. There we go. Welcome to the colony. Oh, brought you in right at nighttime. Let's set these for edible. 7. All right. Copy. And then this one can go to 5, and then they should transfer all the food out of here and put it into the CO2 area, which is good. Man, is it lagging, or did y'all start before the gate even went off? You might be lagging a little bit. You might be behind. How much germ exposure can a dupe take? Well, it really depends. So the issue is the germs that they ingest. So if they breathe in slime lung, then they can develop slime lung. If they eat food poisoning germs, they can develop food poisoning. It's based on like the number of germs that they get. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing, Tahiti. I was using one finger to carefully try and type the names. And it didn't help. Good times. And a good time was had by all. All right, so how's our oxygen out here? Excuse me, I had to sneeze. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to dig into this slime and see what kind of disaster and mayhem we can cause. My only concern is that this obsidian, if I dig it, they might try to bring it inside the colony because of the way I have storage set up. And I have a ton of duplicants doing nothing. I should really put these guys to work. Get digging all this stuff out. You guys go dig that. Ultimately, this is where we're going to do my oxygen room, so I'm going to need that space all dug out. So they might as well dig all this. Dig it all, gentle dupes. Dig it all. We're out of algae. That's kind of a priority. Blast. Let's get all this stuff up here. All this good algae that's up here. I don't want to dig up the oxalate, though, because it produces more when it's actually still in its natural state. All this algaes. We'll get all of it. Figures, we're going to end on a high note. We'll end up with oxygen being a distinct problem. Ooh, air pressure's not so good either. There's a ton of algae near the water. Well, not that much. There's a little bit over here we can grab. There's a little pocket over there. We're actually gonna have to switch into like trying to use other oxygen systems sooner rather than later this colony. Last time we just had crazy amounts of algae. This time not so much. But is this the sooner I can switch over to like an oxygen production system using the electrolyzers, the better. See you later, Kanzi. Excellent choice at 36% immunity. That's right. But I have all their jobs turned off, so it's not like they're going to go out there anyway. Oxalite produces the same amount of O2 regardless of its state. Mind, it just releases O2 faster. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. All I've noticed is that when you mine it, you start off with a fairly significant portion here in terms of kilograms, and as soon as you mine it, it drops in like how? What the? All right, that's a problem. I made a whole wall. Get more research on the go. I want to get my agriculture, maybe? Fossil fuels. Home luxuries. They take plastic, so I'm not worried about that. We'll go with the agriculture. It's pretty much rounding around to that time now, though. It's midnight Eastern time, and we're reaching the end of the stream. So we made it through about 28 cycles. Didn't quite get through the 30 that I thought we might tonight. That's okay. I think for the most part, it's been going relatively well. I should probably dig... You know what? Let's make that a priority. How about you dig up this right here? Don't mop. Clear the door. There we go. So the duplicates are headed off to bed. I'm going to call it a wrap for the stream tonight. Thank you to everyone who came out to check out the stream. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, then consider clicking on the subscribe button. And if you do, and you click the little notification bell next to the subscribe button, you'll get notifications for any new videos or streams that I upload. Thank you to everyone who sponsored the channel tonight, and those of you who offered super chats as well. That's fantastic. I appreciate all of your support, and I appreciate the support of everyone who comes out so consistently to watch. There is a link in the description below if you're interested in chatting. We do have a Discord server that people can jump on and chat. My buddy Kazi is doing a stream tonight, actually right following this, so you can check out his channel. If you go to my channel page, there should be a link there to his channel as well in the... I don't know, so like a recommended section or what have you. But nevertheless, thanks everyone for checking out the stream. I do hope you'll come back and check out some more. We'll be playing some Fortnite tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern time as well. So if you're interested in that, come and hang out again. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.